Let us begin. Mano buddha hamkara cittani naham na ca shotra juve na ca ghrana netre na ca vyoma bhumi na tejo na vayu Chidananda Rupa Shivoham 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 Shivoham. In our last discussion on 23rd, last Sunday, we have discussed through different qualities also, one can achieve the highest goal in meditation, that is samadhi. What are those qualities? They said, Rishi Patanjali is telling, that is, first is faith, astikya buddhi. First is faith. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, if you can develop faith, you get everything, you achieve everything. The faith means astikya buddhi, the believing in the existence of God, that is called astikya buddhi. Believing in the existence of Brahman or Atman, so that is called astikya buddhi. So this is the first faith. Then to achieve that we need tremendous energy, because the Guru will give us the instructions that you have to follow this, you have to go in this way, practice this, and to continue that we need a tremendous energy. After practicing some time, people they lose the interest. Slowly it goes down. They will be complaining, so the system is not working, I have done this, that. But the energy that constantly, that even if I am not going to realize God, it doesn't matter. Since I have given the word to my Guru that I am going to practice it, I am going to practice it. There's tremendous energy, that's called virya. And then comes smriti, memory. The more you are practicing that, the virya, the effort, the memory will develop. You will go on developing lot of experiences, your own experiences, and that will remain in your mind, that will help you in all difficult times. Then comes samadhi. This samadhi, the concentration. Here the samadhi, the word has been used for concentration, samadhi. And of course, prajna. Swami Vivekananda says discrimination. Prakrishta jnana. The perfect knowledge is prajna. And what is that? Perfect power of discrimination. Which is good, which is bad, which is correct, which is wrong. That power of discrimination. This is a unique type of mental attitude, mental condition. The more one is having the power of discrimination and understanding what one should do and what one should not, he is perfect, successful in everything. So that is the main thing. We are getting attached with so many things, then afterwards we are suffering. Whether we want or not, we have to give it up. And that is the law of Prakriti, that is the law of nature. No one can go beyond this. Even then, without understanding that, we suffer. So what do we have to do? First and foremost, we have to understand that this is the temporary world. Whatever the duty I am having, whatever the responsibilities coming before me, I am going to perform it perfectly, but unattached way. So that we will see. I will be going on giving the lecture on the spirituality according to Gita in the Hindu temple of Lemon Temple last Sunday evening. And there we will be discussing about spirituality in the life of Sri Ramakrishna, in the life of Mother, in the life of Swami Vivekananda, in the life of the direct disciples, like that. So that spirituality, how it has been practiced. They did everything, but without attachment. How this could be done, how they could reach in that mental condition, discrimination, vichara. So then after that, it says, the Rishi Patanjali in the 23rd aphorism, it says another way is there. What is that? He says, devotion to Ishvara. Ishvara pranidhanat ba. Ba means or. When they are telling the ba means or. And what is that? Another portion, another chance to realize God, concentration, Ishvara pranidhana. But as in our last class we discussed, this Patanjali Rishi is taking the help of Ishvara, and this Ishvara and the dualist Ishvara are different. Because Patanjali Rishi is all the time following Samkhya, and Samkhya philosophy do not believe in the existence of Ishvara, God, Creator. So this subtle point of the philosophy we have to understand. And this is the beauty of the Indian minds. Yesterday one lady was telling there are all Indian people, they are devoted. Either this God or that God, they are good. Why not united? I told the moment we will become united, immediately someone or some institution will come on us and they will start giving the dictation and we will be slaves. Do you want that? Freedom. The husband do not believe in God, wife is devoted to God, doesn't matter. They are, all of them, they are living their life. So this is the beauty, this is the speciality of Indian philosophy. There is no, that at the Urbana Champaign, the Hindu temple I went, I was talking about that, the speciality of Hinduism, that there is no institutionalized rules and regulations, and that is the beauty of the Hinduism. Each and everyone is free. And this Samkhya is a highly respected person, Rishi. And he says there is no God. Then what? Philosophy means, as I told, they must explain who is the creator, how this creation has come, and what is the relation between the creator and the creation. These three questions every philosophy must reply. If they cannot, then that is not a philosophy. So naturally, Samkhya has also given explanation, and that is very great. Samkhya and Vedanta, almost similar. So this is a very highly intellectual way of approach, Samkhya. But the Patanjali Muni, though he is following that philosophy, he is taking the help of Samkhya philosophy, but at the same time he is interested to help the people to control their senses. Meditation means control their senses and make the mind one-pointed. The moment is mind one-pointed, you are the king. You can control everything, because nothing can give you sorrow, and when there is no sorrow, what remains? Joy. So that is the ultimate. And how to control? He went on giving the descriptions slowly. Now he is telling Ishvara pranidhanat ba. Ba means or. Now, two words are coming. One is Ishvara, another is Pranidhana. See, one of our teacher in our training center, Belur Math, when we were brahmacharis, he used to teach us the Sanskrit. And he used to say that the Sanskrit people, if they can reduce even a single word or a letter even, they are so happy. They will be making it as short as possible. So through the word pranidhana, they say so many things. But we'll never explain. For the explanation, other people will come. Vyasa himself has written the explanation on this treatise, on these sutras, Patanjali Yoga Darshana. And on this aphorism, Vyasa has given the descriptions. And there are so many others also has given the explanation. Now, here, when we read pranidhana, prakrishta dhyana, pranidhana, prakrishta, perfect, dhyana, concentration. And the concentration, the devotion we call, and the devotion, the moment we call about devotion, so naturally there is an object. I love someone, something. And what is that? Ishvara. We will describe Ishvara afterwards. But what is the devotion? When the devotion comes, when I can love. If I don't have the love, I cannot develop devotion. I go to some place or some person or something out of just I have to go, so I go. Sometimes some people, they will go to office, and the moment they get up in the early morning, they will start grudging. Oh, today I have to go to office. Then when they reach over the office, whole day they are going on telling. And when the 5 o'clock, the moment the hand of the watch is touching that, they are so happy. So it is not devotion, because they are not loving that duty. So when they selected that job, they should have, sometimes some people they are forced to. So this is not devotion. Devotion to work, devotion to duty, devotion to God, devotion. So what is the devotion? How the devotion come? Love. First is love. The moment I have the love, then only I can develop devotion. The mother is devoted to the child. One small child came other day, I think day before yesterday. The mother was sitting, the child is interested to sit on the wheelchair revolving. So I told, okay, allow him, there's no problem. And he was there trying to, mother talking with me, but from the corner of her eye, constantly looking at that boy. She is devoted to the child. She should not fall, she should not do any mistake, she should not do this. And so constantly from the corner, I was watching her and I was thinking so much of devotion. So Thakur Sri Ramakrishna is telling, if you have that devotion as the mother is having to her child, you realize God. And some people who are attached to the money, they will be so much attached to the money, every day they will give a ring to the bank, and how much money and what is the interest rate, why it has reduced, what happened. And the bank manager will say, will you please withdraw and keep somewhere else, please give me. So that much of attention and attraction for the money. Sri Ramakrishna said, if you have that attraction, as that man is having for his property, for his money, for all these things, then you can realize God. So I told you, many of you can remember. So when I was going from the Hollywood to that our ashrama there, Santiago, so there on the way, I went to the casino. I learned this. The casino, they say, is a place of gambling. That's true. But you can learn the attention that the people, they are paying to their money. One person is eating, only he is searching some food and putting in his mouth. but he is never turning his face from the table. Something is going on. I couldn't recognize or couldn't understand what they are actually doing, but I can appreciate their total attention. I learned if I have to realize God, I have to develop that much attention for God constantly. So that is the devotion, means first and foremost love for anything, and then you are devoted. So when devotion comes, when I have the love, when the love comes, when I know the object, that is also very interesting thing, very important thing. When I know that particular thing, I know, then only I can love. A child, so many children are there playing, but mother only will look at her own child because she knows that child. It is my own. There are so many children are playing. Will she go on taking care? No. If she is not a teacher or the responsibility, no. She is only paying attention to that. So many people are there playing in that casino. The person who is actually helping them to play, organizing the play, is he taking care about their money? No. But if he gets some money, he is interested. So knowledge, this is mine, and I know these. So now from the back calculation, first is knowledge. If you have that knowledge, then you develop love. If you have that love, you develop devotion. So first knowledge, then love, then devotion. That these, we always call about devotion, but devotion do not come that way. Devotion means knowledge. Now we are going to be devoted, love God. But do you know God? According to this, now we are studying, as because we are studying the Yoga Sutra, Yoga Darshan. According to the yogis, what is God? That we must have to know. And here they say, Klesha, Karma, Vipaka, Ashaya, Aparamrishta, Purusha Vishesha, Ishvara. The excellent way they explain. That is the beauty of our Munis. See how step by step, if you can remember, how he is actually guiding us to reach to that ultimate knowledge, step by step he is taking. First he said, you have to control your mind, that is called yoga. Then what is mind? Why it is turbulent? How to control is going on. Here he says that klesha. What is that klesha? We will come to that. Everything in details they will be describing. Simply they will say, utter a word and then leave it to you confused. No, they will explain it. What are the kleshas? Avidya, first and foremost, avidya, ignorance. Then comes asmita, egoism. The one gentleman was telling how to eradicate ego, and that is the ultimate. If you can do that, immediately you realize God. Because of the ego, we do not know who we are. In reality, we are Brahman, we are God, we are divine. We do not believe it. That is very peculiar. We do not believe it. Once, when he was very small baby, he was lost. He was a prince of a country. And he was lost. And he was raised by, I think, the washerman. Now this boy, when the people started searching, and then this boy has already grown up, they came to him and said, you are the prince. All the marks and everything tallies, and you are the prince. But he said, no, I don't believe. So that is the way. The first is, unless and until we are thinking, knowing ourselves, it is so difficult. So first is ignorance, and ignorance comes from asmita. Asmita means I, egoism. Then another 2-3 things that almost all the students of spirituality, religion, they have come know now: raga, dvesha, avinivesha. Raga means attachment. Dvesha means aversion. These are obverse and reverse of the same coin. The moment you are angry, there was some desire. One of our brahmachari, I remember that Swami again and again, the Sanskrit teacher, he never looked at us. That was his specialty. He will be always looking at his feet. And he will never look at us, but he knew everything about us. By name, you could say. Then one brahmachari, something happened over there, he got angry. He came because, of course, he was late. So he entered into the class and dragged the bench a little roughly. It makes sound. Then he said, and always he used to say apni, in Bengali, tui, tumi, apni. Tui means very young people, tumi the friends and equal, and then apni means respectable. But he used to give respect, apni. And he said, ki holo apni keno oto regi achen? Oh, no, Swami, I am not. Though why you are angry? No, I am not angry. Then why you are dragging the bench so roughly? And no, I am little perturbed. And that is the I told you, you are angry. But why you are perturbed? And nothing so special happened. Some desire of yours has not been satisfied, isn't it? A very little thing. But something, what was that happened? He wanted to have his clothing washed fast. But someone else, the common bathroom and in the hostel, as it always happened. So someone went and saw that everything is ready, the hot water, soap and everything is ready. He put his own clothing. We used to do also. I'll be putting one of my shirt in this bucket and the dhoti in another bucket. They don't understand when they're washing 4, 5. Then who is this? Anyway, they'll be washing. And afterwards in the afternoon, we used to go and collect. Now it is ready. So I knew where I have given. So like this, young people, they always do like that. So someone did that trick and he became angry, but at that time he had to attend the class also. So some desire, maybe little, maybe all funny, but whatever may be, but desire, when not fulfilled, anger comes. That is sure. So they say the klesha means ignorance. And what is that ignorance? The first and foremost thing is we are God, believe it. We are divine, believe it. And we have everything within us. You have to believe it. And then only, that's why Swami Vivekananda again and again said, have faith, faith and faith. You can do excellent things. And have faith like the Nachiketa. That was a very favorite sentence of Swami Vivekananda. He used to say, have faith like Nachiketa. You can do. All the difference between the person to person is because of this self-confidence. I can do, but not ego. Confidence, I can do. This ignorance, avidya, then egoism. That is again, the moment you start thinking, I am God, I can do these, then another problem will come. This is a wrong conception. The moment you think you are divine, what is the divinity? You are all pervading. And naturally, you cannot have friend or foe. So this avidya, asmita, then attachment. The moment you know, the first word we have to remember, ignorance. What is that ignorance? I constantly think that I am illiterate, I am educated, I am poor, I am rich, I am a man, I am a woman, like these, so many things we are going on thinking. No. Each and every being is nothing but the manifestation of the same God. Potentially I am divine. Only thing I have to manifest, that's all. Potentially divine, I have to manifest. So this, the beginning of the ignorance, avidya. And the moment the avidya is there, egoism also comes, asmita. And then the moment the I comes, desire comes. When the desire is there, at the same time, aversion also there, anger is also there. Ultimate thing is abhinivesha. Abhinivesha means too much love for life. Clinging, Swami Vivekananda is telling, clinging to life. They don't like to die, but they are forced to die. Someday something, ek din ek kala din aayega. In Hindi mein, they used to say, ek din ek kala din aayega. Sab kuch le jayega. Sometimes in Hindi, the small couplets, they will go on reminding, someday one black day will come and they will take you away. You cannot resist. Be careful. When in the Uttarkashi, the two monks will meet, the senior one maybe, or sometimes the friends, they'll be telling each other, Swamiji, drishti saaf hai. In a very different way they will be approaching. Drishti saaf hai. Drishti means not the eye. Drishti means whether your thought is all right, clear, that. What purpose you have come. One of our Swami, he was a very, that way only, he used to, suddenly with great, eager, he will come, hey, why you are wearing this type of dress, why I am wearing this type of dress, all equal dress, what is it? Oh, why you are asking like this? We are all monks. We are monks. Oh, right. Don't forget it. He will go. So the way they will come constantly, they are going on reminding you are a monk, you are a monk, you are a monk. And the same way you have to go on telling yourself, I am the Son of God. All potentiality, all qualities of God is within me. How can I behave like this? And that is the way it comes, self-confidence. The Swamiji is again and again telling, the power that is protecting me, you do not know. No power above the sun, under the sun, can do any harm to me because I have got the touch of God. The tremendous confidence. So this comes when the ignorance, avidya has been. So this, what is it? What is Ishvara? He says all these things that you see in a human being, it is absent in Ishvara. So klesha, then comes karma, action. Then vipaka, the result of the action. Ashaya, desire. Apuramrishta, untouched. And that Purusha, the one who is within the heart of every being, he is Ishvara. So according to the yogi, who is Ishvara? This is the Ishvara. The supreme ruler and the special Purusha, Swami Vivekananda says. This is to give the Ishvara definition. And the very first thing is Ashaya, desire. See how it goes? First it begins desire. And then comes karma. The moment there is a desire to get something, so obviously you start working on that. And when you work, result, good or bad, it comes. And then klesha, all the misery. Because of this, step by step it goes. And Ma Sharadamani Devi, when she was asked by someone, how I can get liberation, how I can get realization of God, by doing japa, by doing dhyana, by doing tapasya, she said all those things can help. But if you are free from desire, this moment you will realize God. Chahi chamari tu neech ati neech. One of the, again, this Hindi saint is telling, chahi means desire, chamari, you are the lowest of the low. Tu neech ati neech. मैं तो शुद्ध ब्रह्म था, तू ना होती तो बीच. All the blame is on that. I was a pure, absolute Brahman. Only you came in my life as a desire. And all this problem has come. So in different sentences, different way, the same truth has been taught. And who is Ishvara? Who is totally untouched by all these things. The question may raise, suppose that they are asking the question in the Purva Paksha, Uttar Paksha. Those who are studying the scripture, you will find again and again Purva Paksha, Uttara Paksha. Purva means asking the question. And in the Hinduism, in the traditional, this Sanatana Dharma Panthis, the question is very important. They themselves will raise questions, doubts, and then explain. So this way, someone is asking, well, suppose someone who was bound in the beginning, who was having the desire, then the karma, then the result of the karma, all these things begin. Now, by practicing tremendous austerity, now he is free from all those things. Can he be called Ishvara? Look at it. Who is Ishvara? Who is not having the desire, then the karma, work, then the result. Now naturally, question is, suppose I was bound in those things, but understanding all those things, listening or hearing from the Guru, I have practiced austerity. Now I am free from all. I know that I am Brahman, I am God. Can you call me Ishvara? Then the answer is no. You cannot be called Ishvara. Why? Because Vyasa in his commentary says, and the Ishvara is always free. He was never bound in the past. He will never be bound in the future. He is always free. You have practiced austerity and now you are free, it's okay. But you are not a Ishvara. See how the definition of Ishvara, the conception of Ishvara, they are making clear to all of us. So this is the beauty of our scripture. They are raising this question, but at the same time they are telling, no, you cannot be Ishvara. The wonderful question they asked, they raised. This aparamishta means they are totally untouched. Now Ishvara is free from three gunas. What are those three gunas? Who can say? Yes. Satya, Raja and Tama. See the beauty of attending all the classes? This is the Satya, Raja, Tama. These are the three gunas. You go and ask any scientist, even won't be able to tell this. This is the speciality of this philosophy. They always go to the root, and you know why this particular person behaving roughly now, Rajaguna has come. And somebody is behaving very peculiarly, selfishly. Now Tamaguna is more in him. And when the Jesus is telling, hit the scene, not the sinner, what does it mean? Hit the scene, not the sinner. Those excellent, profound words. What does it mean actually? Oh, I won't commit any problem or any sin. And all the sinners, okay, they committed sin, I go and give them service and no, not like that. Hit the sin means that you should not develop tamaguna, rajaguna, and you have to raise yourself sattaguna. Then sometime in one day you have to go beyond sattva again. So the three gunas, Ishvara is beyond that. So those who sing our Thakur's that prayer song in the evening, Nirguna, Gunamoy. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, about him, Swami Vivekananda is telling Nirguna. Nirguna means he is not bound by Sattarajatama. Again Gunamoy. He is having so many qualities. So the wonderful way the words they are using, Nirguna, Gunamoy. And he is also free from past, present and future. We had our past, we are having our present, and we will be having our future. But Ishvara is free from all that. So about the Ishvara, crystal clear ideas. Who is Ishvara? He is free from klesha, karma, vipaka, ashaya, aparamishta. First. Second, he is not having any gunas, sattva, rajatam. Third, he is not having three kala, past, present, future. He is all the time same. That is called Ishvara. And here it says, this yogi Yajnavalkya, the famous Yajnavalkya, he is also supporting that. Klesha, karma, vipaka, aparamishta, purusha. Yajnavalkya also giving his own, from his own experience, he is also telling that, no, it is like this. Shruti says in Aitariya Upanishad, Atma ba idam eka evagra asin. Atma, ekam, it was in the beginning. Beginning of what? Beginning of anything. It was always the beginning first. That's called Atman. In the Shruti, Aitariya says that the Atma, it was always in the first, in the beginning. So Kapil also telling like this in the Bhagavad Gita also we find. So these are the support from the Shastras. Now when we are in the Upanishads and the Yajnavalkya we find, and then is there any other quality about the Ishvara? Then it is telling, Tatra Niratishayam Sarvagya Bijam, in the 25th aphorism. Tatra means in Ishvara. Niratishayam, continuously. Sarvagya Bijam. Sarvagya means all knowing, infinite knowledge. I cannot limit it. Infinite knowledge. So he knows everything. This is a very special condition of the Ishvara. He knows everything all through. When Swami Vivekananda was only 18, 19 years young man, only entered into the university, Calcutta University, studying, there is no one. Sri Ramakrishna once told before everyone, see, the Keshav, the famous orator, and he was so famous all over the India, even in those days. Even the Europe also, they knew Keshav. He was a very good, powerful writer and also very good orator. Sri Ramakrishna said, I saw the power that is within the Keshav. With the power of that divine power, Keshav has become so famous, 18 times more power is within you. He said to Narendra. Narendra said, sir, please don't tell like this. You may love me, that's all right. You are comparing me with Keshav. I mean, only in Bengali they say chokra. Chokra means, in Hindi also they say, so a young man of not much, qualities. He is a chokra. He is an ordinary person, ordinary young man. Mitakta chokra. I am just an ordinary person, young man. I don't have any quality. And you are comparing with me. Then what he said, Sri Ramakrishna, those who have read the life of Sri Ramakrishna, you know. He said, what I will say? Because Mother, Ma Kali, showed me this. It's not my words. And what happened afterwards? Where is Keshav now? Keshav is known because of Vivekananda. All those people are now people remembering, reading about them because of Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna. Tatra, this Nirotishayam Sarvagya Bijam, Sarvagya, Ga means knowledge. They knew everything all the time. That is the speciality of Ishvara. When somebody is going to be given the name Ishvara, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is called at Ishvara. Why? Suddenly, just out of emotion, Swami Vivekananda called him as Ishvara. No, all these qualities were there. You know that so many Pandits came, learned people came, they all sat and they had that argument with that lady, and she was going on quoting from the scriptures. What scriptures she was quoting to support that Sri Ramakrishna is not an ordinary man, he is the avatara. These are the quotings she was going on giving. You say here, you say there, quote from there. All the descriptions that you talk about, Ishvara, God, avatara, all present in this man. So, Niratishayam Sarvagya Vijam, all qualities. When they were arguing whether Sri Ramakrishna is avatar or not, Sri Ramakrishna himself was also present there. And he was very fond of chewing something. Something he will be going on chewing. And there is a small bucket full of things like that, and from the small packet, and from there he is chewing and observing and listening what they are quoting and all this, and sometime asking the next man that was sitting by his side, what they are discussing, am I God or not? It was a fun for him. So they are all discussing, quoting Sarvagya Vijam. One person came to him, he developed one quality. After practicing long tapasya, he had a very peculiar spatial, we can say, power within him. And he will come and challenge any knowledgeable person, the Pandit. And in those days, that was a specialty for among them. They will be having the debate and then defeat, like that. And Bhaka Yuddha, they used to call, is a fight, war among these people, but only through the intellect. So they will be, and he had that. The moment anyone is putting any question, he will say, Hare, Hara, 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 like that, he will be shouting. The moment he is shouting like that, that was his supernatural power. He used to take all the power from that particular person. Now he came to Dakshinesha. He wanted to challenge all the people over there. Sri Ramakrishna, just like ordinary person, he went and he saw, before any question the people are asking him, he is shouting like that. Sri Ramakrishna shouted more louder than him. And immediately he understood that his power is taken away by someone else. He shouted again, Sri Ramakrishna shouted more. All people are wondering what these two are doing. Then ultimately he came down to Sri Ramakrishna's feet, and Sri Ramakrishna said, you should not use this power to defeat others. You use your intellect. Why should you use the supernatural power to defeat others? It's not good. So I have taken away your power that was given to you. Who is Sri Ramakrishna? He can give, he can take away. Tatra niratishayam sarvagya bijam, Ishvara. And this we see almost in everything. Swami Yogananda, he came to Sri Ramakrishna. What happened? I have been bound in the samsara. Nothing. If you have taken refuge in me, I can tell you nothing can bind you. Ma Sharadamani Devi said, Kapal Mochan. He can write and he can also clean all your past actions and the karma and the result, because he is the main Ishvara. So this Sri Ramakrishna, even in the Bhagavad Gita, when the Arjuna was arguing, we find that Krishna said, Mayoi vaiti nihata purvameva nimitta matram bhavasabhya sachin. See, wonderful. Arjuna was thinking he is my friend, and the Krishna, then he showed the Vishwarupa, Arjuna, that so powerful, courageous person. And they say when his Arjuna's enemies used to hear the name of Arjuna, they used to tremble. So powerful he was. And now here, and we used to just to talk like this. If the Pakistani team, they hear the Sachin is absent in Indian team, they were all very happy. The Sachin is not playing match, no problem. So like that, 1,000 times more Arjuna. And that Arjuna, he was trembling. When the Sri Krishna, when he said, can you please show? You are again and again telling that you are the God. Can you please show me? He showed him the Vishwarupa. But that time the Vishwarupa was different. And that very moment the Ishvara, the Krishna, in the form of Krishna, he was ready to destroy. So Arjuna saw only destruction. Thousands and thousands of people, all his known people, Krishna is chewing them. And some are hanging from his teeth. Huge body, covering the whole universe. Arjuna started trembling like that. And all people are going towards his mouth. That mouth, nobody can resist. So it's going, he's destroying. Then he prayed to God, please, please, let me see that Murti, that image with whom I am familiar. Please come down to that. I cannot bear it anymore. So that is called Sarvagatavi. Then he said, I have already completed all this work. When we do something and we always say, I have done it. In my time, in my period. What in your period, in your time? You cannot do anything. No one can do anything. That is the ignorance. It has been already done by God. And that is called spirituality. The more we understand this, the more we are humble. I will be trying and at the same time praying. So both things comes through me. God is doing excellent thing. And what happens? As the Krishna is telling, Mayaivaiti nihata purvameva nimitta matra. Because I like you, I love you. I want that you should do it and get all the respect from the world. Be happy. And that is everything. All say, oh, Arjuna is a Bira. What Bira? So that nimitta matra, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna gave tremendous power to Swami Vivekananda. 29 years, the young man came in this Chicago. He kept his hands like this, crossed on his chest, sisters and brothers, and he conquered the 7,000 people, American. Is it easy? If I go with dressed like that, I also put like that, and Vivekananda was 5 feet 7 inches. I am also 5'7". If I go like that, will that help? Nothing will happen. Because the nimitta is necessary. If the God is thinking that I will choose you for this work, I should, and that's why Swamiji is telling, be happy always that you have been chosen for this work. So this again and again we have to remember. Any work that God has given to you, responsibility God has given to you, do it devotional. Any small thing, by that you are making God happy. So these are the small things. Niratishayam sarvagyatta bijam. And then ultimately we are coming to the 26th sloka where it says, Sa purveshamopi guru kalena na avachchedat. Purveshamopi guru is the teacher of even the ancient teachers, being not limited by time. So these are the qualities of Ishvara. He was much, much before. So here they say, Brahma Devanam Pratamas Sambhabhuva. And in the Mundaka Upanishad, excellent way they are explaining, Brahma, among the celestial being, among the gods, the Brahma is the first. Devanam Pratamas Sambhabhuva. Vishwasya Karta Bhuvanasya Govta, etc. And who created Brahma? Brahma, the creator, he was the first among all gods. Who created Brahma? And that is Ishvara. Bhagavan Vishnu is just simply lying down. He is not doing anything, apparently. But from his navel, a lotus came. Over that, Brahma manifested. Who created Brahma? And who created Vishnu Bhagavan? No one knows. Swayambhu. That's why they say the Swayambhu. He created himself. When? Nobody knows. So we cannot get all the answer. That's why Swami Vivekananda is one place he is telling, Hindus are bold enough to say we do not know. How can we know? The moment you know God, but you cannot know God all perfectly, because even the person like Shukadeva, and he was the most perfect sannyasi, Shuka. Before birth he was pure. He was not having the body consciousness. This Shuka, he knew about the God, and all people, thousands of rishis came and sat at his feet. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling about Shuka. Shuka only took a little portion of water from the knowledge of water, the sea of knowledge. From there, a little portion only he could take and drink. That is Shuka. Can you explain God? So sometimes some people will be giving the description of God, that this is God, this is God, this is God. Wrong. Only you have understood up to that, that's okay. But don't say this is the ultimate about God. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, in his that unique word, Bengali, he said, Iti kora jayana. Iti means end. In English, it's a full stop. In Bengali, say iti. When they will be writing the letter, at the end they will say iti. That means end. After this, nothing is there. About the Ishvara, you cannot say stop. They are only telling that Purveshamopi Guru Kalena Avachedat. This Guru means, I'll just read from Swami Vivekananda. The very fact that man has a little knowledge shows that God has unlimited knowledge. He is giving the argument. The God is having unlimited knowledge. And that unlimited knowledge from all through, it has never been stopped any time. And Swami Vivekananda is giving the argument, the very fact that man has a little knowledge shows that God has unlimited knowledge. If I am to take one, why not the other? If the man is having little knowledge, that proves someone somewhere is having infinite knowledge, unlimited knowledge. Reason forces me to take both or reject both. If I believe that there is a man with a little knowledge, I must also admit that there is someone behind him with unlimited knowledge. See how he is giving the explanation. The moment I say, I know this is this, that's a limited knowledge. The moment you are having that limited knowledge, all people are having that knowledge, there is somewhere, someone is having infinite knowledge, unlimited knowledge. The second deduction is that no knowledge can come without a teacher. It is true, as the modern philosophers say, that there is something in man which evolves out of him. All knowledge is in man, but certain environments are necessary to call it out. We cannot find any knowledge without teachers. If there are main teachers, God teachers, angel teachers, they are all limited. Who was the teacher before them? We are forced to admit as a last conclusion one teacher who is not limited by time, and that one teacher of infinite knowledge without beginning, without end is called God. So today, after this, then how we can reach to God? In next Sunday, again we will meet. That is the 27th aphorism. Tasya Bachaka Pranava. Pranava, that is the Omkara. It says Pranava. A-U-Ma. The unique way that the rishis, the maximum help they could give, maximum support they could give, for the ordinary people to reach God is pranava. We will discuss about that in our next class. Friends, today we will be, you know that by this time you must have known that we are developing the basement to extend our activities. After the completion of the 150th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, the last the function, when the people were asking, is it all or there will be something else? Then we promised that we will extend the services. How to help people? Because ours only one thing, to make people aware about their divine nature and to help them to manifest it. Now we cannot approach the young people and go on giving them the philosophical lectures. It's not. Then how can we do? Then we are inviting them. So we will start slowly. Now from the May 10th, we will have yoga classes, 4 different type of yogas. You have already got and flyers also there. Then we will have the drawing painting classes for both children and grown up. Then the classical music, and maybe that we will have the classical dance, and ultimately I have a desire to do it when that mother's cottage will be renovated. We can have a big kitchen over there in the basement, Indian cooking that we will be teaching to the American ladies. So by this way, spreading Indian culture, and when they come over here, slowly they will be coming in contact with so many other things. So that way they will learn, and the elderly people who will come for yoga and for other things, they will come to know about the ashrama, there's bookstore, that way slowly, but they will learn about Vedanta. And you will wonder, one American young man has written to me, I have started reading Vedanta, fascinating, but not very clear to me. However, where can I get the teaching about Vedanta? Look at it. How one or two, but they are interested. So we are trying to make this. Now today I will request you all, after this pranam, we will go down to the basement, and there we have kept the Thakurma Swamiji, because whatever we do, we always keep them and as a Shakshi, and whether we are successful or failure, that is up to them. So we will chant the name, the pranam mantra of Thakurma Swamiji, offer little flower. I will show you what is our planning, and then our those people who will be doing the construction and other or helping, they will have the meeting, and they call it kick-off meeting. In America, there's a beautiful, they say, I told, but kick-off beginning, don't say it. So kick-off meeting you do afterwards. So kick-off is the football. So they'll a kick-off meeting. Okay, they let them have the kick-off meeting afterwards, but we'll go this and start this with a prayer that all that we are trying to do for the benefit of the people who will be coming to us. Thank you very much. Let us complete this with this prayer. Aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo vibhutvacha sarvatra sarvendriyanam navasangatam naiva muktirnameya Chidananda Rupa Shivoham 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 Shanti Shanti Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Oh, one more thing. Some of the classes, one American young man, he used to listen to it, and now he came. His name is Mark. He came and he gave me 2 master CDs containing 24 lectures on Panchama Veda and 24 lectures on why we should meditate. Now the volunteers, they have developed the CDs, and that is available over here as a $5 each CD, both the CDs $10. If you are interested, you can purchase that too.